Hi, everybody. All right, I'm just going to do some channeling for October. We got a full moon going on, so let's see what we can find out, okay? All right, I'm just going to relax and then we'll see. So there's different people. They're white, light energies, and there's sort of like a hurry up sort of sensation. We got to go. But there's also a very deep sound that I'm hearing behind the scenes, like a really low voice. So I'm just watching this taking place. There is a slower motion and relaxation of my senses. There's darker, lower sounds that I'm hearing. They're all beautiful. It's like the bass noise. There's nothing evil about somebody who has like a baritone voice or a bass voice. It's just low. But it's got a deeper sound and it's kind of darker feeling, but nothing disturbing about it. There's kind of a cryon feel to it, but I don't see or I don't know that it's cryon, so I'm just going to relax and explore it some more. So I'm walking now. I'm experiencing walking through even a darker, shadowy kind of space, but there's definite grasses here, and I'm kind of watching myself walking, and I'm walking along a pathway. The pathway leads into some sort of with trees and sort of a clearing, but there's trees all around. There's just a lot of shadow. So I'm going to one tree. I'm going to one tree. I'm watching myself from the side, walking towards this one tree. I'm touching the tree with my hands. I'm actually resting my cheek against the tree. I seem to feel something more when I touch this tree. There's something pink and it's got a metallic sort of reflection to it. I touch the tree with my hand again and I study all the lines in the tree's bark. I'm resting my hand against the tree. I'm developing a bond or a closeness with the tree. I feel love in my heart and I feel my heart beating with more emphasis. And it's very pure and very loving and balanced. Between two different consciousnesses and two different reflections of creation. A pure tree and a pure human being. They're showing me the blending of energy vibrations. So as I'm touching the tree, there's something about my energy that is, I don't know how to describe it. If I could be made up of colors and strings and wavy lines and rainbow, then I see that as myself, is all these different lines of expression and rainbow and color and wavy lines. And now the tree, the solidity is sort of morphing. So the tree is now made up of lines and colors and sounds and such. And as we have this interaction or bond, the lines and the colors and the sounds merge together and they go upward. And we're actually going up into the cosmos. We're just going up into the air, into the atmosphere. While we're simultaneously... We're not lines and colors and whatever. We're two solid forms. So I'm seeing two different pictures and it got paint on my hand. Okay, so let's see what happens next. So our blending, this is the best way I can describe it. The tree shows me that it has a head, just like I have a head. A head that thinks with a brain or a mind or with thoughts. However you want to define contemplation, the act of contemplating, the act of thinking, the act of wisdom manifesting. The tree too has a head as well. It doesn't look like a human head. The tree is thinking in its branches, and it shows me that its head and my head blend together, and that is what they're showing me right now. We are going up while simultaneously not going anywhere at all. I have a desire to merge and go within the tree itself, actually be inside the tree. But I can't because I'm not invisible. I'm a human being. I can't merge with the physical tree as a physical person. And that is what is coming to me as a very disappointing experience right now. I touch the tree and I can't merge with the tree. There is no doorway into the tree. I cannot create a light body in this scenario. I'm not allowed to merge with it as though I am a spirit. So I'm taking off a piece of the bark and I'm choosing to consume, not actually swallow it, but just take a tiny piece of the bark and then suck on the bark, and so I can consume the tree's essence. And then as I suck on the bark, then it's sort of like it releases its organic wisdom, and then you just spit it out. So you don't actually swallow it. I don't eat the bark. I've done this before where I take a piece of tree bark and you just suck on the bark, and then it shares wisdom with you about the tree, that specific tree. No other tree, that tree. You could have 1,000 oak trees and each one will be different. Each one will share something completely unique from the other. You choose a tree and then you allow the tree to speak to you. So I'm doing that in the scene. I'm taking off a piece of bark and then I'm sucking on the bark and then just doing that right now. I'm sitting down at the roots of the tree and I'm resting up against the tree. I'm going into a meditation. I feel myself relaxing considerably. I feel all my worries just dispersing into the air. I feel that there's no concerns, nothing to worry about. Everything feels like it is releasing into the air or into the atmosphere. I feel so relaxed, so peaceful, so harmonized. I feel like I could sleep. A part of me does rest for a little bit. It's appropriate. As I rest, I see myself leaving my body and going somewhere. I'm going up into the stars. It's not a nighttime in the scene. It's been dark, right? But it's also so full of light that yet I am sleeping and I'm going into the stars right now. Stars are there even in the daylight, but it isn't very bright. So that's where I'm going. I'm just analyzing the scene and what it means to me. I'm finding a star that I choose. I'm going to the star. I'm just going there out of my own accord. I just gravitating towards it. And the star then notices me and is pulling me closer and closer to it. My hand is stretched out in order to touch or reach the star. I feel like I'm spinning or twirling like just naturally, very slowly and peacefully, gravitating towards the star. There's so many more stars than just this one. There's millions, trillions. It's insane. There's so many stars I see all around. There are so many. How could I have just chosen this one? But yet this is the one I choose, and still the same one that I choose. Even out of trillions and trillions and trillions of stars all around me. And they're so bright. It's so much brighter in the darkness than you could imagine. I just want to be near this one star. I touch it. I'm getting closer to it. It's not as big as you would think it is. It looks maybe the size of a softball. And it's not as if it is a star in that way. More so, it's more like an orb. So I am touching the orb with my hand, and my hand goes into the orb itself. I take the orb and then I place it upon my face, or I merge it with my face. There's a very loving interaction that is taking place here. I now take the orb and then I place it within my heart. Now my heart is lit up and I'm shining very, very brightly in the sky, in the cosmos, in the universe. I am shining very brightly in the universe. Now I'm waking up. I've fallen asleep next to this tree. I take the bark out of my mouth and I'm looking around. I feel really peaceful. It was all just a strange dream. I seem to know that it is okay, that I can stand up and go about my day now. I stand up, I stretch my body, and I stretch my arms way, 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 way out into the sky, right? Just like a tree does. And I stretch my legs, and I stretch them really good, and I move them a little bit, and I feel closer to the ground, and then I stretch them some more, just like the roots of the tree. I feel really refreshed. I feel better. I didn't know that I needed that, is what I think about, until I feel now this good. I really do feel this good, I say. I feel really good right now. This is one of those moments where you have to acknowledge that I feel good today. And today is then a good day. And I'm really thankful that this happened. I'm really thankful for this moment and this experience. Even if it goes beyond my understanding, it means something and it changes me and it gives me a reason to be thankful. They're showing me this is part of a story. And now we close the book. And now we go on our way, on our journey of life. So that is the story, that is the experience, is what I have to share with you. Kind of reminds me of my tree video. Was not at all what I was expecting. I thought maybe I would have some angel messages or something of that kind. So it's very beautiful. I've definitely been noticing nature more this month. I always notice nature, but it's been a lot louder this month, and it's really refreshing. That means Mother Earth is really sending her signals and trying to captivate us and inspire us to become closer with her wisdom. And it's special, you know? So that's my video. Thank you for watching. I'm sure wishing you a wonderful rest of your day. And if you're interested in connecting with me one-on-one, you may do so by visiting my website at abbynormalswisdomquest.com. I share spiritual healing and psychic readings there. So thank you very much for watching and have a wonderful weekend.